Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to be invading top lane and making sure that their top lane does not have a good time. But overall, we're going to be working on, there's a guild for that, a game usually about ganking mid lane. Let's be honest with ourselves here. But yes, before I begin, I would like to thank Templar of Keck and Louis Lincoln, YouTube I assume, or Louis Lincoln ET, for following. Thank you all very much. We are 238 followers. Very cool. Very neato burrito. Today has been not hectic, not even like long, just a lot of stuff happened today. But I did get some work done, have no fear on that front, because I do get my work done when I need to at completely inopportune times. Let's get rid of all of this, but if we can see here, I actually, if I scroll up a little bit here, I actually did quite a bit of work lore-wise. I really wrote on all the lore. I have to change this. But yes, got some lore set up. Pretty much the idea of the lore is fairly simple. It is, at one point, there were a bunch of primal super entities that were too busy killing each other to realize they accidentally created the universe. They then proceeded to get mad at each other for existing, most cursed thing of all, and then proceeded to lock each other up in a thing called the Crucible. The Crucible pretty much melted them all down into two beings, Havoc and Harmony. Havoc and Harmony hate each other, but also are pretty much one and the same. Now, all these infinite worlds that have been created all have these things called cores. Each core pretty much can empower their particular patron, either Havoc or... what are you talking about? We're talking about the lore of the game I wrote. Pretty much everyone's getting empowered by Supermen, and any setting kind of goes. The only two consistent... Hello, phone. The only really consistent... You made lore? Yes, unfortunately. I had to make lore. The only two consistent things that are really common is, one, the presence of Havoc and Harmony. Two entities that both kind of want to win this grand struggle of whether or not they escape the Crucible. The other thing is the idea of Devas and Demons. Devas and Demons technically belong to no world. They are beings of irreality, or pretty much a plague sent by the very old gods to kill one another. They pop up across any world and they don't have a soul. They're all scary and everybody hates them. It's like, oh no, angels are here to save the day. Fuck. Thought that was funny. Thought that gave it a little bit more fluff. Gave it a little bit more stuff to work with. But yes, that kind of justifies why there is a constant conflict over cores. Because guess what? The more cores you get, more likely your horse is going to win. Speaking about horses, if we go to the good old YouTube here. Oh, we got a... I'm about 80% horse character photo, and what it says reference to Seth and his Crusader Kings video. Glitterhoof is my wife. Do not insult her. Glitterhoof is my wife. Do not insult her. But yeah, the Table Derby video is out. Nobody watched it for obvious fucking reasons, because everyone was just more confused about what Table Derby is. As for I watched it. Yeah, welcome to Table Derby 2. The number of people in other servers were like, but why? And it was just like, why not? As for what I was doing last time about some more like exterior stuff, non-combat things I was kind of caught up on, I added a few things. Most notably, the idea of imbued power. Now, last time we kind of talked about the idea of creative power. Now, creative power is the idea that you, as a character, have the ability to use pretty much, if you are creative, if you're doing something creative, you're going to get, you're going to be able to exploit that. You're going to be able to get crits, you're going to get bonuses. Good things happen if you explain things well. You know, if you blast open a door with a fireball, moving past unseen a guard with high finesse skill, things like that. have fun. You know, if as long as you're describing something in graphic detail, you are able to, you know, get something out of it. But it's not like a super important thing to do. Imbued powers are part of the same idea. It's pretty much saying, hey, as long as you have an appropriate trait, you can perform some special action. You always have to spend a little essence though, just a little bit of your essence, just 1 point of it. And if you do that, you're allowed to perform some kind of like off-the-wall powers. These aren't your abilities, these are off the wall. These are off-the-cuff powers that you're spending a bigger resource to do one of, rather than having a lot of, you know, using a lot of them. That's kind of the idea behind them. It's like, hey, you're the last cryomancer. And because you're the last cryomancer, you can use the imbue power to cause the temperature of a room to drop rapidly. Cool. That's fine. Creative power is just using it to intimidate people. However, imbued are being like you're clearly influencing them. I do kind of, you know, put the idea of like, hey, doesn't necessarily need to be magical or special the way we would think about it. It's like, hey, you're a powerful martial artist who can tap into the mystic arts to see beyond sight. You can like, oh, cool, I use the ancient art of Taekwondo to see ghosts or something. Or hey, I'm playing a horrifying nightmare creature beyond the colors of time. I can think I can reason with things that are dead pretty easily. Or hey, I'm a brilliant inventor and like I need to repair something that's impossible to repair. That's the idea. Yeah, Pippa deciding that she was going to play Yik. That came out of left field, and I am hoping, praying, that she chose to have the full experience. I hope she didn't like cop out and be like, I want the reduced script. No. And I told people I told everybody in that waiting room last night, you make sure she uses the full script. If she's a little coward, this is my call out post. This is my 1 view call out post. If you're a little coward and don't listen to the full script, what are you really doing in Yik? You're not yicking out. And part of me wants to pop in there being like, yo, Pippa. Oh, she's using full script. Yes. Now she gets to listen to Alex's inane conversations. It's gonna be Kino. And it was funny the number of people who didn't know about 1.5. Which, that's one thing I'm really like, Pippa, do you know about 1.5? Pippa, please. Pippa, what are you doing? 1.5 is right around the corner, and it's going to be hilarious. I don't think people quite understand of like why I'm excited for Yik 1.5, because I damn well know it's going to be the best game known to human history. And rest assured, we will be doing a full playthrough on this channel, and you all will enjoy it. Oh, Yik wasn't very fun to... Fuck you. No, we're doing the whole thing. One sitting. Prove the game's problems or make them worse. From the stream of what I saw with Yik 1.5, the game has... how do I want to word this? They've kept the same game, but just made a new host of problems. If that makes sense. It's not necessarily like they've fixed problems, they've just made new ones. Have you seen the script? No, let me see. Completely off tangent here. Like, I feel this is like necessary for me to talk about. I wonder, do they have the most recent one? Yeah, this is okay, here we go. This is one thing. It's kind of hard to see. Let me just move myself over here real fast. You see that? That is an action bar. Yes, that is an action bar that you have to hit to the full extent to use your actions. Rory apparently does attacks now. Yeah, Again, it's a new helping of just weird bullshit they decided to do. You may wonder, but why? Why would you ever do that to yourself? Why in God's holy name would you ever want to do this? And the answer is no. Stop it. Stop it right now. And I would love to buy an Alex plushie. I don't think I am tempted to buy the Alex. Get some help. Hello everybody. Tufty unforced, stop it. Get some help. Hello Tufty. Thank you for raiding with everybody. Just as I was talking about my favorite game of all time, Yick or Y2K. Stop it. Yes. Hello everybody. We were just starting, actually, and I was talking about Yick because somebody asked, hey, do you think Yick 1.5 will make the game better? And the answer is no. It's going to be a whole helping anew of bullshit. We were also talking because Pippa is playing it. Yes, Pippa Pipkin, the funny rabbit, is playing Yick because her husband is apparently the voice. Not her actual husband, her imaginary husband. Her husbando, even. But yes, this is kind of the idea of Abuse Power. Servants of the Chosen were a very odd addition to this. The entire idea is that you have minions now. Yes, like Warcraft 3 minions. Is this little goblin boy. One of the ideas here is you can have up to your level ×2 minions. You're just going to be able to get more of these little bastards joining you. Some of them just increase your basic damage by 1. Some of them can be used as essence. Some of them actually heal you a little bit more. Some of them provide bonus to skill checks. Others just are benefits. Hey, these guys carry things for you. Hey, these guys mine for you. That's kind of the idea. I thought adding these guys in would give heroes a little bit more incentive to maybe not make the most optimal character, but make a fun character and then offset them using minions, because the idea is like minions die very easily. It's like, yeah, hey, I know my friends, I'm going to get you to buy a better game, period. I don't know what you're talking about. It's the best game ever. I know my friend's gonna watch Pippa. Her husband, I know a lot of nerds are gonna be angry over that. Disclaimer, I'm drunk. Yes, she likes Colgate or whatever his fucking name is from Pokemon. That's her husbando. And her husbando shares a voice with Alex Yick himself. And I find that hilarious because it was like, yo boy, we're doing the full experience. So get ready for Pippa Yick memes coming in. Are you going to participate in the Pocket Quest Game Jam? Yes, I am. I haven't really had time to do it, though. We might work on it this Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm a little bit behind on things this week, because I've been helping my mom out with a lot of stuff, because we're getting ready for knee surgery. So I've been a little bit behind on just about everything. But yeah, I do plan on doing the Pocket Quest thing. I have the idea in my head. What is the jam about? Space. It's space. That is the theme. Space. It's horrific. Like, I hate this theme. It's like, alright everybody, I'm gonna make it like, what's the theme of this? Space. Nothing else, just space. It's like, why? The only place that hasn't been stained by capitalism. Space. Yeah, it's like, why? In addition, I do plan on putting in a kind of like, I wouldn't say necessarily a traveling system, but more like a, hey, here's a thing system. I might also add in like a here's kind of resources to use and things like that. Little bit up in the air about that, but we're going to be working on combat today. Yes, combat, everybody. We love combat, baby. We are using an action point system as well. As you kind of see here, these are glorious action points. We all love action points. Now, I did talk with the commissioner. We had a little chat, and we are going to be using zone-based combat today. We'll be doing a zone map today. I usually don't use zones for a variety of reasons, but we're going to be using that today. So what I need to do is we need to get rid of you, and these are going to be what we need to do. We're going to try to get as much of this done today as possible. Maybe items and trinkets, depends on how far I get. So let's get to it. Babe. The battlefield. Heading to, there we go. We're Gucci, we're Gucci. Zone base Kumbait. Make an autistic Norwegian game about stacking shit in a moving truck to save space. That's a Mort Borgia game, Jam. Thank you very much. Yes, he does want zone-based combat, and he did specifically point out Soulbound of all things. I'm like, yep, we're going to Soulbound, baby. So, how do I want to do this? Every battle. Soulbound? Soulbound is the, if we go to Soulbound here, this is actually the Age of Sigmar RPG. The Age of Sigmar tabletop game. It is fascinating. That's one of those weird things. It is a fascinating game. And I don't know if I like it or not. I don't care for Soulbound. Here's the thing. I've never been a fan of Soulbound. Or, not Soulbound. Never been a fan of Age of Sigmar. Some people really like Age of Sigmar. Some people like it. I don't vibe with it. Because it's, how do I want to word it? The issue with not the issue with Soulbound. The issue with Age of Sigmar is that it suffers from capital word syndrome. It is, nothing is simple, and it's like, oh, well, we need to go to the realms of Urgosh to call upon the Fire Lords of Ugdarg. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you on about? If it's like, we need to go to Marienburg to get some guys. Alright, understandable. Hey, we are in the Empire. Understandable. Don't worry, my friend introduced me to tabletop through Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Oh boy. Welcome to Pathfinder. It only gets worse from here. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Tufty, why did you bring this poor man here? Oh, when a battle occurs, the hero. Pathfinder, it only gets worse from here. When a battle occurs, the heroes will need to position themselves in the ideal area. How do I fucking want to share it? When a battle breaks out, the heroes will be forced into action. Every battlefield is broken up in. No, fuck it. We don't even need this. What am I doing? Every battlefield 14 is broken up into a number of zones. Each one of these zones. My viewers would like you better. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm not a horny VTuber. I'm just a sad one. Each of these zones is a place of an Pathfinder Savage Royal Edition. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Let's see. Each of these zones is a place of importance. A place of tactical import. Actually, Oh, Savage Worlds. Savage Worlds, some people like Savage Worlds, some people don't. I am apathetic toward it. It never really jumped out at me being like, yeah, fun. I understand people like it. I understand if people like Savage Worlds. I understand if people don't like Savage Worlds. Each of these zones is designated. Each one of these zones is a. Each of these zones is an important place in the field, forcing the heroes and their enemies to compete in the limited space. If a hero is in the same space. I want to work. Actually, you know what? When in doubt, rely on your gut. Let's open up literally Inchling. Yes, I'm going to open up Project Inchling because I did actually have a section here. So, one of the separated correct zones. Okay. And here's gonna compete in the limited space. Let's see. Tactical advantages of precarious situations. Should they inhabiting each of the Let's open up Soulbound real fast just so I can see what they're saying with it. Because when in doubt, because again, never hesitate to actually just look at something else. Like, don't be like, oh, I can't look at anything else because I don't want to, like, pervert my eye. No, fuck that. Where are there? 6. Nah, most battlefields have at least 2 zones. Okay. Compete in the space. Zones can be divided. Along lines. Let's see. Zones can be divided along lines such as rooms, walls, or natural features. Or break up large areas into roughly equal-sized areas. Be concerned with exact positioning. While inside a zone, it's assumed that the hero can reach any target within a few strides. Anyone not in the zone will require will require a dedicated movement. Will require a dedicated movement to get to. Heroes with ranged weapons. Heroes with ranged weapons or magical abilities. With ranged weapons or magical abilities may be able to. Attack at a farther distance, which does remind me I need to add that in. If we add in, so okay, so easy enough to understand. This, there we go. While inside a zone, see you can reach any target within. So we do 3. Zones may, if I can actually speak. Zones may have a number of features tied. To them, including towering obelisks, but the most important 3. Okay. I can do this. Okay, zones have a number of features tied to them, but the most important 3 are cover, difficulty, and objects. Cover indicates how well defended area is from ranged attacks. This could be overturned. Overturned tables to dense woodland. If a hero is inside, these are broken down. Cover comes in 3. Cover comes in 3 stages: obscured, light and heavy. Obscured cover grants the hero a flat +2 bonus. Let's see. Grants the hero a flat +2 bonus. Actually, a flat. How do I want to word this? No, not obscuring. What would you want to be light? It would be like light is like you're clearly like chest high wall, heavy covers like full. This isn't, it's kind of like the idea, it's just more like inconvenient to hit you. People can still clearly see you, it's just inconvenient. Like it's just a little bit more awkward. Yeah, steal from everything. Like, don't hesitate to be like, I'm going to steal shit now. Let me... What do you want to do? Yeah, actually no. When a hero is when a hero is obscured, such as being in a thick fog, deep rain, heavy rain, or behind exposed windows or other obscuring but not protecting cover, they will gain a plus, how do I want to word, because most attacks are, you're going to have to make a check against it. That's the idea. Actually, no, the enemy The enemy will gain. The enemy will. The enemy has a fumble. Has a fumble. A fumble to attack. To attack them. To hit them. Let's see. Let's see. The enemy has a fumble to hit them. This allows hero to cover them. To cover themselves, as well as to cover themselves and their allies. Light and heavy cover. Light and heavy cover indicate being behind walls or other protective areas. If this is the case, the hero increases their defense by +3, by +2 and +4. Increases their defense by +3 and +3/6 respectively. Defense. This is in addition to the enemy still receiving the fumble, the fumble from obscurement. This defense can mitigate damage down to 0. This defense can mitigate damage down. Actually, we treat damage the same. Even being in full cover, you might still take 1 damage. That's the idea. Defense does not fully protect you. Like, you're gonna take 1 damage, but it's kind of like the idea of health. Taking health damage isn't necessarily like, oh, I've been hit, but it's more like I'm about to be hit, or something bad is about to happen. That's kind of the idea. I think that's fair. It's like, okay, it's bouncing off there. You're getting a little shaken, just like, oh, I'm getting shot at, or hey, I'm getting blasted with magic. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Okay. May have cover hazards or objects for the heroes to plan around. Okay, there we go. Increase the defense by 3/6 respectively. This is in addition to the enemies receiving the fumble from obscurement. If a hero has a trait that indicates they are smaller or larger than average, certain pieces of cover may or may not come into let's see. Certain pieces of cover may or may not come in, may or may not be useful. A hero who stands a proud 3 feet tall will be able to get heavy cover. In certain areas, while a titanic individual may be able to use a house may be able to use a building, use. Mm. 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 May be able to be cover, may be able to be light cover, to be light cover for their smaller patriots. And pretty much it's like, yeah, you want to play a brick shithouse, you can just be light cover for people, and then they get bonus defense. Like, yeah, you're not going to be able to hit them as easily. So this leads us to Zone Hazard. So, hazards are a common, okay. Hazards are a variety of problems that the zone possesses. Some of all hazards fall into three categories. They're going to be fall into three categories. Blockers, dangers, and let's see, blockers, dangers, and no, blockers, dangers, and not exposers. Blocker, danger, and exposed. Blocker hazards prevent movement into the zone. Let's see, blocker hazard prevent movement into the zone from certain angles or other zone. From certain zones. These prevent the flow of combat. Let's see, these prevent the flow of combat naturally. These prevent the flow of combat into them easily. If a character is ever forced into a zone through a blocker, they will automatically take actually, they will automatically, let's see, actually, if a character is ever forced into a zone through a blocker, they will they will not move but take 1d10 damage in addition to any damage they have already sustained. Which moves on to danger hazards. Danger hazards are automatic damage applied to any character who stands in the zone at the end of the round. These the damage let's see. The damage is equal to the rating given by the GM to the location. For example, what would be a good Okay. This damage cannot be reduced by defense. Finally, exposed hazard. Ayo. How's it? I'm doing all right. We're working on there's a guild for that, slowly kicking through. And we're just working on the battlefield now. I get to work on the rest of combat after this, but I need to get this section done, because once this section is done, we're good. We're doing pretty all right for ourselves. I think there's going to be some things that are going to be a little bit more sexy on do. Let's see. Finally, exposed hazards. Finally, hazards considered to expose the hero, expose the character. Grants a crit to hit them in all circumstances. These areas make it especially easy for rangers, magicians, or other actually considered exposed and to crit to target that hit them. Yeah, especially easy for rangers, magicians, and even their fellow fighters to catch them off balance, and deliver the killing blow. Standing in a quick move in a river. Standing in a river may not prevent the character from acting, but slowing them down enough for an enemy to get the perfect shot off. This does mean if you want to fight someone mano a mano in an exposed hazard, a hazard that exposes you, you're both going to be exposed, and that means both of you are going to start getting crit. And that crit doesn't do bonus damage, this is bonus to hit you. So it's like, yeah, have fun. Both of you are going to be killing each other pretty fucking fast. So, objects. I already kind of know what I want to put down for objects. Okay, so objects are small baubles and things strewn around the field that allows the character to get a small advantage in the situation. In a situation. Using an object allows the hero to crit on the appropriate action. Using an action allows to crit on the appropriate action, or perform a special kind of action based on the object. For example, actually, what I should say is once used, the object cannot be reused by enemies. For example, boulder crushing a few of the at the, actually I should not the boulder. The hero dashes toward a precarious log storage and kicks it down, sending the tumbling logs right into the adjacent zone, dealing damage and knocking them down. Alternatively, let's see. Alternatively, using a low wall can allow a hero to balance their firearm easier, granting them a crit to their next attack. Notepad, that sounds obviously familiar. Like, yeah, because it's Ryutama. Because Ryutama objects are amazing. And you should just put them in every game available. And I will continue to do it, because they're a good addition to any game. Which, again, I have no fucking clue why Fabula Ultima got rid of fucking objects. I don't know. They're a great addition to any game. That's something I should say about a lot of things. Ooh, let me fix my back up here. Oop, that's not how. Ah, there we go. Ow! Whoa! That's not how my box is supposed to. That's not how my back is supposed to go. Oh no! As for. Oh yeah, we also had a funny thing today. Apparently Hawken is on fire. I was super excited for Hawken, and I don't know if anyone's been following that at all. But apparently Hawken was, yeah, apparently they're doing NFTs now. Apparently that's the new thing with Hawken, is the NFT thing. It's like, no! Hawken, no! No! Not you too. You are the chosen one. You are supposed to deliver us from evil, not leave us in darkness. Oh, getting pinged. Who's pinging me? Let's play a game. Who's pinging Notepad? How do objects work in that game? You pretty much just get a small bonus anytime you use one of the very limited objects in the field. But that game is also very, the idea of Ryutama is that you can use objects on the battle map, but the battle map is pretty much just front or back. It's very simple. I like it a lot. Okay, so when in doubt, let's steal from what I've already done previously. I've already written out something like this before, so it's like, why not use what I've already written? Okay, so as stated above, every hero has a total of 5 action points. 5 action points to spend on. What did I call them? I called them actions. Action points to spend on actions and reactions. Heroes. Other actions and reactions here above, every hero has a total of 5 action points to spend on actions and reactions. if a hero cannot afford to spend the AP, hero cannot afford to spend the AP, they will instead, they cannot perform the action. If a hero does not use all of their AP, check something divinity. Preach. So if hero does not use all of their AP, they may not bank any for the next turn. All unspent AP is converted into 1 health. Actually, how do I do that? Should I convert AP into health? No. All unused AP is used as a bonus to the next initiative the next initiative judgment. Everything's used for the next initiative judgment. Pretty much is like, hey, if for some reason you don't spend all of it, you're able to still get something out of it. Like, you're gonna be able to bank all the unused, actually, so all unused AP. All unused AP next initiative judgment. So it might be like a +1 or +2, but that might mean a lot. That might mean quite a bit if you kind of need that, like, last bit. Like, I just need something here. So here does not use all their AP. So easy. And we need to break this down into actions. Here we talk about actions. So, okay, so let's do... There we go. How about we do something like this? Okay, so, moment of truth. Let's just go down the list and think about what we're going to be doing. First things first, basic attack. Easy enough to understand. What's a basic attack? The hero makes hero attacks a target within range. Let's see. Attacks target within range, dealing damage to them, automatically dealing their bad to them. Cool. We're going to do what other things we can move. We're going to be able to move, which is just going to be move 1 zone. Cool. Move, actually I should say move to an adjacent. To an adjacent zone. Okay, so what are something else we're going to be doing? Just thinking at the top of our head. What are mm, hmm. Mm. We can do a guard action. The hero takes up a guard. They increase their defense by X. So basic attack, move, guard. Well, act ability. I think adding the ability is going to be important here. The hero uses one of their abilities, resolving its X. Not really the most efficient use, but it's like I am not doing too hot. I need to use it. And we can do a use item. Use items. We'll have use item. The hero uses an item in their possession. Let's see. Hero uses an item in their possession. I should say use item or trinket. Item and trinket in their possession, resolving its effects. Okay, so let's do Divinity. Divinity Original Sin 2. Divinity Original Sin 2 actions in combat. Give me something to work with here, game. What am I looking for? Or what am I looking at here? Let's open up Soulbound. Soulbound. Tell me, Soulbound, what do I want you to do? Tell me more about the actions I can take. Tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. I don't know what I need. Okay, actually, skill check. We can do a skill. The hero uses a skill. Okay. Oh, let me just readjust my life here a little bit. Oof. Okay, so basic attack, move, guard, ability, recovery, use item, skill. I'm just using a skill. Other. Moving a status effect. Let's see. Hero. Here comes the boy. That really it? That's all I can really think of. Technically, if I want to add in the threatened, actually no, that's not. Actually no, what we can do is we can do order. This is for minions mostly. So okay. So hero attacks target within range, dealing their BAD to the target. Move to an adjacent zone the hero is able to reach. Guard. Hero takes up guard. They increase their defense by X. Guard is obviously X. Is X plus 1. So it's whatever you spend plus 1 is going to be the AP there. A basic attack is going to be AP 1. So you can technically do like 5 attacks in a row. I mean, if we do like just a basic attack being 2 AP. Some things just aren't going to have an ability point cost, and that ability point cost is going to be for exploration abilities. Guard, X plus 1. In case of guard, they increase the defense by X. Move is going to cost 1 AP. Basic attack is going to cost 2 AP. Actually, we'll do 1 AP. How about this? We do 1 AP here. So it's the idea of like, you can make basic attacks pretty consistently and they're pretty much going to auto hit. But they're always going to be reduced by, you know, damage and stuff. So it's like, yeah, if you're confident you can break their guard, go for auto attacks, because you're just going to be able to go bop, 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 and they're going to fall over. Order, So, order X number of minions. Let's see, perform a separate task than their current role. You don't need to tell the combat guys to be in combat with you, but you say like, hey, pick up that shit and run. They're going to be like, okay, you're going to have to order that. It's the X number of minions. Other, which is just going to be X, the hero, hero orders X number of minions, or they're separate from. Perform a separate task. Perform a separate task from their role. The hero performs an action not covered here. Simple actions. Actually, I should say simple actions take take 1 AP. Complex actions take 3 AP. Difficult actions take 5 AP. I need to open a door. Simple action. I open the door. I need to shoulder bash a door open. It's a little bit more complex. I need to pick the door. That's going to be a difficult action. Like, it's going to take me time to do this. It's something I have to spend the entire round doing. We're going to say 3. Recovery is going to be a little bit awkward to use. Skill. Determine skill makes a judgment to determine the success. We're going to say X. Determine success. Oh, same idea there. Boom, boom. Use item. Here, use item and trinket in their possession. We do X as well. So it's kind of like a lot of X's here, which is the idea of like there's a little bit of variable costs going on. But if you want to just make a basic attack, it's going to be 1. You want to move, boom. That's all you need to worry about. Yeah. Small items and trinkets. Trinkets take 1 AP. Large items take 3 AP. Huge items take 5 AP. Kind of the same idea, using it consistently throughout. Simple, complex, difficult. Small, large, huge. I want to take out my new sword. You're going to have to do 3 AP. I mean, you drawing that new sword. I want to bring out my new, ability or something here. It's going to do that. So we do reactions. Reactions are going to be a little bit different. We're going to... I think adding the dive actions always appropriate. No, we can do dive. We can do dodge. Dodge. We try blocking. Blocking isn't going to be the most efficient thing in the world, but it's something. Okay. So dive. Of a area, actually, let's see. Dives out of the way of an area attack, area or ranged attack. Dives out of the way of an area or ranged attack. They are considered. They are knocked down. They are knocked down, and will need to stand back up. Dodge, which is going to be 3 AP. Actually, it's going to be 2 AP. The hero makes an opposed agility versus. Actually, what we can do. What we can do is we can make it for each of them. Yeah, I know she was going to do full script. That's good. Yik without a controller. Oh, she's going to have fun with that with the stupid controls. It's the best. Ha ha ha. I played Yik without a controller. Yik without a controller isn't hard. Like, some mini games are super easy because it's just like just typing. It's pretty much just up down up down. Some of them get a little bit more hinky. Some of them are better than others. The keyboard ones are the worst though, because the keyboard ones are a bitch because what you have to do is memorize certain locations on your keyboard. But if you have on a controller, you have to just do like 2. There's like 2 keys you have. Stupid. The hero makes an opposed. Actually, agility. Makes an opposed agility judgment against the... Let's see. Makes an opposed agility judgment against the attacker's core attribute. Against the attacker's core attribute. If successful, the hero manages to avoid the attack completely. Lock up. Actually, no. Okay, cool. So dodge is your gamble. It's just like, I can't really mitigate this amount of damage. I'm going to try to just stop it more than anything. We're going to make this 3. The hero makes a core attribute. Let's see, core attribute judgment. Let's see, core attribute judgment. If they score higher than the enemy, then the attacker, let's see, if they score higher than the attacker's BAD or total damage, they will So yeah, countering is like, yeah, here's a bit like a really weak enemy goes into attack you, you counter them, and you might just bash their skull in faster. What other ones do we have? Counterattack, slip away. Yeah, slip away is a really inefficient use of your AP. That's why I'm putting it in here. That's all we need for reactions. I guess we can add in other, but other really isn't that important in this situation because that's not what's currently going on. Okay, so two. When in doubt. Okay, so there's actually the way we're gonna have to do this is gonna be a little bit different. We're not gonna need awe really. Bleeding is important. Which we're going to do. The target, the character is bleeding. The character is bleeding. Is bleeding badly. They reduce their health by 1d5. They reduce 1d5 at the end round. Blind. The character is blinded. They cannot see. They actually are not blinded. We're going to add in impaired. The character is impaired in some way. They take a fumble to all actions. They take a fumble to all actions until they recover. Let's see, the character's senses are impaired in some way. Until they recover. Elemental, we don't really that. Fear. The character has an unholy fear permeating through their body. They take a fumble to all action. They take a fumble to all actions. Acting against the source of their fear. Actually, no. Over 3 AP at the start of a new round. The character has been lit on fire. They reduce their health by 1d5 at the end of the round. 1d6. They reduce their health by 1d5 at the end of the round. This increases by plus 1d5 every subsequent round. Pretty much the idea is going to be 1d5, 2d5, 3d5, 4d5. You're going to burn to death pretty quickly. However, begin to act sluggish as they increase the AP cost of all actions by +1. Generation. The character is regenerating lost health. They regain plus 1d5 at the start of at the end the round. Character is let's see, the character is stunned slightly. They lose 1 AP. They lose 1 AP. If they have no AP, this effect actually they lose 1 AP. This does not roll over into the next turn. Next round. Effectively, what I'm trying to get across here with this line, this does not roll over into the next round. little bit more along the idea of like, hey, you can't go into the negative and like over stun someone, be like they're not going to be able to do anything. No. Hey, what did I miss? Nothing, just me going through combat. We're on kind of like conditions right now. Combat seems odd. Yeah, because it's all about this AP combat system, which is a little bit stranger than it usually is. Situation affecting A. Super having A. This ranges from being on fire or being on fire to having the natural senses compromised. Compromised. Conditions persist. Conditions persist properly. Conditions persist until the hero. Conditions persist until the hero uses the recovery action. If the hero uses the recovery action if multiple instances of the same condition are applied every single one of the conditions is purged automatically. However, if individual conditions are afflicting the same, let's see. However, if individual conditions are afflicting the same character, however, if multiple conditions are active at once, the hero slightly stunned, they lose 1 E. However, if individual conditions are active at once, if a set of conditions are active at once, the hero will need to use the recovery action for each of them. Let's see some other fun ones that I can think of at the top of my head. Let's see. I'm empowered by forces unknown. They automatically crit every action. They automatically crit for every attack. Bitch. Oh, have you seen the My House video? Yes, I have actually seen the My House video. That's a very odd. I saw the pack video on it. Thought it was very cool. Little freaky. It got me. I was like, this is a little bit freaky deaky. Don't like it. Spooky. But it was the kind of spooky I like. It wasn't like, here's some ooga booga spooky jump scare monsters coming out of the closet to, you know, violate my butt or something. No, it was like, here's just some unsettling shit going on. For those who haven't seen it, Google My House Doom and watch, if you don't feel like playing Doom, do one of the videos on it. There's about an 1.5 hour long video of a guy going through the entire mod. It's actually very, very good. What's the horror on it? it's just incredibly unsettling of just like the how the map is constructed, how the story plays out with it. Because it's based off, fun fact, it's based on House of Leaves, actually. And some of those liminal spaces things. I find liminal spaces kind of spooky, personally. I just find them very odd and very, like, not scary, just like, I am drastically uncomfortable in this current situation, and I wish I wasn't here. Like, I think that's what, like, that liminal horror is supposed to be at the end of the day. It's not necessarily like, this is scary. More, this is, like, just uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a thing is, like, I understand the idea of like liminal space because it's like, hey, here's a place that's just a little bit wrong. The best ones to me, there was one, I can't remember. Manly Badass Hero did a video on it. And the entire idea was that it was like in exploring like an old abandoned mall. That shit was creepy. Like, I was just unsettled the entire time. I was like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. It's... I don't like what happened to, like, the back rooms. That just got silly. Because the back rooms now are like, oh, well, we have, like, an organization who deals with the back rooms. We have now... There's, like, a shooter going on. It's, like, Backroom Wars or whatever. Like... It's like, this isn't scary anymore. This isn't unsettling. You've kept doing it. Something is suddenly wrong. Yeah, that's kind of like the idea that kind of gets me. Is like what was the back rooms? Let's say it's back rooms like It was one that they were doing. Backrooms Warfare. That was it. Yeah, this is just like this is just like a shooter game. Like in the middle of it's like, this isn't... Why? Like, Jet, that's my question. It's like, but why? Like, you're missing the point. It's supposed to be unsettling. It's supposed to be like, there's something wrong here. Not like, this shit should never happen. You should never have like a group of people in the back room. To me, anyway. That ruins the point. Mm. 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 Dealing no damage, but removing a positive, removing a positive condition, but removing a positive condition. There. Swing around, we start fighting one another, bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. We're doing stuff, slap image right there. Probably put in a side note right here. Then we could probably, that's really all we need to put here. See, this is one of those funny parts. What do you put here to like add everything up? I feel like I'm missing something in reactions, but I'm really not. Because dive is the like get the fuck out of jail. That's the get out of jail free card. Like that's the Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at backrooms creepypasta. I read the end ever since I double checked when I walked into the room before I closed the door. A bunch of kids decided to go. Wow, fucking buck. Noel $2, truly made with care and love. Well, yeah, because if you slap the back rooms, like the proper wording on it, that's how you make all like the big things going on. What was the like this was one that I remember I thought was funny. This is a tabletop role-playing game called Liminal Horror. I have genuinely no fucking idea why you would ever play this. Cause it's, mind you, this is the weird thing. This is $5, mind you. This right here is, how do I want to word this properly? I have zero context or zero reason why you would ever do this. There's no reason for this. This isn't liminal horror to me. That's just boring. It's just like, oh boy, I sure do love walking around a place alone, but no, there has to be a monster. No. The horror of liminal space. No, Nico, oh my god, a tan-colored hallway with yellow lighting. I'm going insane. Save me, Mr. Crackers. No! Like, the idea of the back rooms that, like, actually, like, frightens me. It's not even necessarily the back rooms, like, even, like, abandoned, like, old abandoned malls and things like this. Like, it does have some, like, very eerie, like, something is wrong here. Like, I'm walking into a place I shouldn't. Like, I wonder if it's a liminal horror pool? Pool? Is that the pool one? Yeah, like the weird pool rooms and things like that. Like, things like this are unsettling. It's like something is wrong here, and I don't like it. I don't like the fact that there's something wrong with it. But then everyone's like, oh no! Yeah, it's the sense of decay. It's the decay, it's the hollow nothing, if that makes sense. It's the fact that there's nothing there, but something might be there. It's kind of like the thing, like the scariest thing you can do in any horror movie is never show the thing. Never show it. It's always just there. Something is following. Don't know what it is, you're like 90% sure it's there, and you keep looking over your shoulder. Like, is something there? Is something there? And then you start doubling back on yourself. There's no real... There's no real sense of, like, you're advancing or continuing. Complete with the dread of something like, it literally inner city Detroit. Like... Probably the most surreal place I've ever been. Like, just completely surreal. And this was in the middle of COVID. This is dead middle of COVID. Everyone was locked away. I went for walks a lot. What are they gonna do? Stop me? No one else was out. I went to the dead center of, like, we have a place. Pretty much it's like the middle of downtown. And not a soul was out. Nothing was open, and I just stood there in the middle of everything. It was kind of overcast, it was just not really dark, but not bright out. It was kind of odd, and I just looked around, And it was one of the more unsettling things. It was like something is wrong here. Or like when you're walking home in the middle of the night in like the snow or something. And it's like, you know nothing's around, but you're pretty sure you hear boots behind you? Yeah, like being in a dead mall, being in a... Now, if you really want some... Being in a, like a really quiet rest home, that shit's unsettling. It's like something is wrong here. You know something's wrong here. It's like, ooh. And it's like something isn't really correct here. That's what I like the liminal horror stuff about. It's more about the visual, it's more about the music behind things, and it's just like, ew, 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 something's wrong. It's sticky. And it sticks to you, and you're like, I don't want to be here anymore, but you know you gotta be here because there's no getting out. It's like, yeah, oh no, oh no, save me. Say that word. So we're gonna add combat style here. Each end. Each hero will have their combat style. This reflects one of the three ways the hero will be what's it like? Okay, this reflects one of the three ways the hero will be able to attack. Will be able to confront their foes. This does not indicate that the hero is unable to use other combat style. Let's see. Does not indicate that the hero is unable to use other combat styles. Simply that this is their preferred method. And without it, any bonuses are not going to be applied. All abilities will be tied to the combat style as well. Okay, there. Now we do insert table, combat style, bonus. Oh, we do something like this. We do something like this. So we're going to do melee gets a +2. Range is going to be 0. You have to attack within there. We're going to do range is going to get 0 BAD, plus 0 BAD, but it's going to have range 2. But the, what would you call, it would be, melee magic range. I think melee magic works. I think it gets across the idea pretty well. Glory awaits. Uses their intricate spells, items, or techniques to the best of their abilities. The hero picks their targets. Let's see. The hero picks their targets and aims true, striking at the heart of the enemy. It's the heart of the enemy. Oh, any hero can select any of the 3 combat styles. How would you even, like, how would you refer to magic in that way? Oh, we've got plenty of those. Here, let me just run an ad real fast. Okay, we got a stretch. Okay, give me. I thought it was 500,000. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, okay, let me. Me too. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we are. Macho man. We gotta be a macho man. Notepad, you have 5 ads in a manly. Yes, I can only run ads at a certain pace, so I will do my best to run every single one of the ads. You get used to it. So, yeah, we have a manly here. Have no fear. We all love manly. Oh, I don't like it when I see it. Oh, what's the difference between a Gundam and an Armor Core mech? Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord Almighty, Cynthia, you beautiful, beautiful fed. Any hero can select any of the 3 combat styles. How would you word this? Like, combat style, like, it's not... actually, no. You know, why don't we call it intricate? No, we can call it focused. Hero uses their best of their ability. So hero can select any of the 3 combat styles, regardless of their core attribute. For example, a melee hero. Melee hero may use their vast intelligence. To strike at dedicated pressure points. Oh, they'll hear you their vast intelligence to strike a delicate pressure point. Delicate pressure points, while a range strength hero may be hurling Maybe. And strength hero may be using a Titanic rifle. A Titanic custom rifle. The hero is using, actually is using a weapon outside, using a weapon or ability outside of their combat style. They'll lose the bonuses associated with it. However, as long as they have it, they will be freely able. As long as they have it, they'll be freely able to employ it. Focused is probably the best because he just is saying, hey, you're good at what you do, and you're going to do that one thing. Melee is good if you are pretty confident you can get up in their face and break their fucking head. That's what you want to do. You just want to dead sprint forward, and you want to say, hippity hoppity, I'm going to break your fucking facey. And then you do, and then everyone laughs. And then everybody clapped. Okay, so slapping an A, we slap a image right there. We can actually put starting abilities right here. That's going to give this a little bit more to work with, because now target within range, you're going to be able to, whatever your combat style is. The man is not smart. Omewa Shindelo, Nina. Omewa Shindelo. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. That's really it. That's all I can really think of here. Okay, so we do that. Conditions and ailments. This is kind of our various conditions and problems. Hey, I'm regenerating. I'm going to get a lot of health in just 1d5, which is half of 1d10. Cool, 1d5 HP every round. This is going to be fine. Hey, I'm going to purge that from you. So unless you try to, oppose it, if you're trying to block or you're trying to counter, you're trying to dodge it, you're going to have to kind of deal with it. Okay. I think there's not much else I can do there. Not the most complicated thing in the world, but it doesn't really need to be complicated. I think that's the funny thing. It doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be. That's going to lead us to... Okay, so we're going to set everything up for Friday. Because Friday is when we get to do, so we're going to do, so Fields of Glory, which is going to be our... Trinkets, binding and baubles. I'm going to write this in right now because we're going a little bit late. Got a little bit stuff to do today. So, trinkets, binding, trinkets and baubles. Trinkets and baubles are the collection of items. A trinket. Heroes come equipped. Heroes come equipped with all their necessary supplies. The heroes come equipped with all their necessary supplies. Weapons, armors, and fanciful additions. Fanciful additions are all assumed to be part of the hero's panoply. Hero's initial panoply. Panoply. If I'm spelling that correct. Panoply. Panoply. Part of the initial panoply. However, during the quest, the heroes will find trinkets. Will find trinkets and baubles to assist them on their journey. To assist them. Each hero has six slots. 6 slots for items and supplies. Each item actually for trinkets and items. Bauble. Trinkets. Each hero has 6 slots for trinkets and baubles. When they equip one of actually. These slots are not necessarily strictly carrying capacity, but what is immediately available for the hero to use. While they may have their I always wondered how some people get their documents to go sideways in landscape mode. In Google Docs, all you do, if you want to know how to do this, you go to pay. God, where the fuck is it? I always forget where it is. Page setup. Where is it? You go to page setup. You're right here, and you're gonna go to selected content. Now, normally, let's say for example, I do this. I go here to page setup. It's a selected content, and from there you can actually change the landscape. It usually gets a little bit pissy with you when you do it this way, but it does work. What's immediately available for the heroes to use? Well, they may have their... Well, they may have their backpack of goods. These slots serve as the... but what's immediately available for the use? I'm gonna do trinkets probably on Friday because there's just gonna be a lot of them, but I just want to get that out of the way here. So we have the idea of this. We have conditions, actions, battlefield, everything combat related is effectively done. I'm gonna send this over to the guy and being like, this is the current progression. I know how we're gonna do abilities. I just need to do ability. And I have the idea. I know how it's going to work. It's just going to be, I need to sit down and we need to do it. That's all we need to do. It's gonna take time. But like the idea behind ability is just finding all the core traits and then putting them all together and giving them something to do. Oh, I heard none of that because of a commercial. Wow, it's almost like that's what happens when you pay for 5 ads. I wouldn't know personally. What you have to do is you go to page setup, and then you can do selected content to turn certain things in landscape mode. Okay. We've got abilities mostly hammered out. Okay, I know we can do this. A little bit shorter than I'm thinking. Okay, no. Good, we're good. So I'm gonna call it here for tonight, because again, I'm a little bit behind on stuff today. Tomorrow I'm going to, most likely, The Curious Case of Ura 2 is going to be out. I will be working on the patrol video. If I get done with the patrol video earlier-ish, I make that as a very strong ish statement, we will play Quest for the Golden Candelabra. And you get to see me be bad at Pathfinder 2nd edition. If we do not, we'll take that as it is. What games are we going to see this Saturday? That's also one of the reasons I'm ending early, because I'm actually a little bit behind on the games. Currently, the lineup for this Saturday, if I get everything the way I want to, wrong folder. Let me open my correct. Let me open up my correct folder fast. Eras, give me the elder arrows. Can you narrow? We're going to be doing Aegon 2nd edition, Babylon, in which fame and jubilation are bestowed, Bronze, Jackals. Those are the ones that I'm like pretty sure on. 43 AD might get full. I do also have Centurion and 43 AD. I might put those in their own case as just the Roman case, because I think that would be fun. But that's also kind of like up and down how I want to do that. So yes, thank you, Godspeed, good luck. I'll see you all on. You have enough games for a Roman case though? As of right now, with Centurion and 43 AD, that's 2, and there's a couple other ones that I can clearly find that I know do exist somewhere, so it's like maybe making it its own thing though. If anything, I can just have enough for Elder Eras 2. That's another big thing. Elder Eras 2 is going to be probably a thing, because it's an interesting time period to talk about, because we don't actually see many from what I would kind of say sword and sorcery, but not quite sword and sorcery. So yes, thank you, goodbye, have a nice night.